Jai Shri Ram. Very warm welcome to you all. Yogesh Anant Kale ka Namaskar. If you like my channel, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Here on this channel, we have over 460 podcasts dedicated to Bharatiya history right now. Friends, nowadays the entire world is grappling with this Islamic terrorism, that is Islamic jihad. However, for the last 2000 years, the church has very silently hollowed out the social structure of nearly each and every nation around the globe. They smartly took control over all the resources, and even they introduced their own economical systems, of course, for favoring the churches of the West, especially in medieval era and medieval era onwards. We know from 13th century to 15th century, Europe was devastated financially, that we know. But in medieval era, due to the immense economical and political influence, people avoid addressing this core subject directly right now in colonial nations. Here we try to explore right now what we called a samatic religion first, especially the Christianity. According to the Old Testament, friends, a boy called Shem. Shem is a son of Noah. Now, Shem becomes the forefather of his lineage. The word Semitic originates from the same. Though we often refer as Abrahamic religion to Semitic religion, there are 5 sects in this Abrahamic religion right now: Judaism, Christianism, and Islam. Now, these first 3 are most popular that we know, but Baha'i and Samaritism are 2 less popular sects in Abrahamic religion. Frankly speaking, I hate this ism stuff. According to me, ism is I, self and me attitude. That's it. Because of this ism, we restrict ourselves in a shelf. This opposes the very concept of coexistence. That is my view. Anyway, this Samari religion originates from Israel. They adopted some principles from Torah, some principles from Hebrew Bible, because Samari people strongly believe that only Hebrew Bible has authenticity. As per 2024 survey, friends, the Samarian population was around 900. Yes, you heard it right. Only 900 Samarians are left all over the world in this era. And that is also divided into countries. One group is in whole in Israel, and remaining Samaris lived in Kiryat Luza, that is in Palestine. Samari follow all the early Abrahamic traditions. That is more important. Pentateuch is their holy book. Now we'll move on to Baha'ism. This is the last one and the most recently formed religion, sect I could say. Its founder is Baha'u'llah. The very name says you all. Baha'u'llah wrote one book, Kitab-e-Aqdas, Now, Kitab-e-Aqdas is the holy book for over 6 million Baha'i followers all over the world. Baha'i is, of course, originated from Iran. The Semitic religion follow monotheism, and they follow it very strictly. Their God, whether referred to Jehovah or Heavenly Father or Allah, their God is distant from the material world. He is exclusively male in gender. He does not tolerate alternative of worship. Exodus 20.4 says it all. Even in Deuteronomy 32.16 and 32.21 clearly prohibits idol worship. Even in Quran 9.28 stated that the Kafirs are impure. In 6.4 and 6.5, Allah does not tolerate non-believers and order to kill them. Similar messages or ayats are there in 9.5, 9.6 or in 33.60, 33.61, 33.62. You will find the similar ayats. This religion believes that the God had chosen specific prophets or messengers to deliver His words to all of mankind. So these messages are considered to be absolute and unchangeable truth. The scriptures that contain this all messages of their gods are believed to be divine, inspired, and they are beyond human critic. You just can't deny or oppose any of his messages. The primary duty of the followers is to spread these messages, enforce this divine truth. Semitic religion is especially exclusive, militantly expansionist, and against pluralism. In Christianity, friends, salvation comes only through the begotten Son of God. As per the Christians, it's Jesus. As per the Islam, the last prophet, Muhammad. And this is mandatory, I'll tell you, because both are divinely appointed as an intermediator between God and humanity. On the judgment day, they will intercede for their faithful followers. Thus, it is not enough to just merely believe in God. One must also believe in His chosen ones, that is messengers, either Jesus or Muhammad. And then only it will be considered as a faithfuls or momins. नबी की सुन्नत पे चलने वाले मोमिन होते हैं. And those who reject these mediators, branded as heathens or kafirs. Church has one formula for this, and Islam has its own. सरतन से जुदा गुस्ताख की एक सरतन से जुदा ला लब्बैक. अरे बाप रे, पूरा जोश भरा है. According to them, the entire humanity is divided into just two categories: believers, non-believers. Christian monks were also considered as an intermediator between God and the man. But this idea was not there in early Christianity. Idea was institutionalized in medieval era. As a result, many nobles and lords left worldly life to join these monasteries. Friends, this is a corrupted format of Vanaprasthashram. And second, mandir economy. Because church was gone in deep trouble in these 2 centuries economically between 13 and 15, what I said earlier. They are starving Europe is desperate to have a new social model to live upon, and they introduce this economic model for their people. Semitic religions reject rebirth. The result is resulting only consumption. I'm not getting the word right now, but they believe only in consumption, no savings, because we have to fulfill our desires in this very world in one life. Body becomes more important than Atma. I don't like word soul, because soul is not a proper word for Atma. Atma's definition is something different from soul. Atma's reunion with Paramatma. This is the very concept, and it can't be digested by the Semitic religions at all, because they reject rebirth concept. Kya kare? They believe that God makes covenant only with certain chosen people. Always it was nuns. God makes covenant with certain chosen people. This is because the Christian theology, this is the exact basis of Christian theology, where these scriptures are divided into 2 parts, Old Testament and New Testament. You may use everything from your enemy, because God has given it to you, boss. Deuteronomy 20.16 clearly states this. We'll go further. Destroy all worship sites of other people. That is written in 12.2. And as you know, the Ghazni and Aurangzeb loves to be called as Butchikans. They have a desire that people should call them Butchikan. Even look at Sikandar. Sikandar is a converted Momin. It is very famously known as Butchikan Sikandar in Kashmir's history. We'll go further. Kill all boys. Friends, listen to this. Kill all boys and women who had relations, but keep virgins for you. That is more important right now. We all know that just before 1 year or 1.5 years ago, Iraq government officially allowed this nikah with 6-year and above age girls. औरत तो जहन्नम में रहती है, औरत दुनिया ना दिमाग से आधी होती है. Some Pakistani शायर has written, वो गवाह थी नबूवत की, वो गवाह थी नबूवत की, उसने उसको आधा माना. बताओ. This is related to Prophet's first wife Khadija, and she was a businesswoman. Still, she was a woman, so वो दिमाग से आधी तो होनी ही है, क्योंकि औरत सिर्फ आपके लिए आपकी खेती है, कहीं से भी हल चलाओ. N numbers, I'll tell you, N numbers of example where these all religion followers don't have any sort of respect for half population of the world. Even in Christianity, until 1750, Christian Europe, Christian women were accused of so-called witchcraft. You must know the word witchcraft and witch hunt. That is a woman accused of so-called witchcraft and were brutally tortured, brutally oppressed, and burned alive publicly in the name of rooting out the witches on the roads of Europe. Tell me. We'll take another example. Only in 1965, for the first time, women get their right to vote in world's oldest so-called democracy. Now tell me, is this a real democracy or what? And this non-cultured, illiterate, dumb people trying to teach us all about human rights and women rights. Wow. Really? Really you have women rights or human rights? So double-faced hypocrites, I'll tell you. Hare Baba, we have worship our goddess, man. And MOTHER land for over 25,000 years now. But the women are just a commodity for these people. Only lust, sex, 24/7. Only these two words constantly keep revolving in their mind. They gave more importance to the material world over a spiritual world, I'll tell you. And these new mushrooms in US, they have started yoga classes. In their classes, they teach us to have a better sex. Yoga to have a better sex. Yoga to have a better sex. Quality time in the bed. Is this a subject? Really? Is this a only solution to have a stable mind or have a peace in your mind? These illiterates are trying to impose a concept on us here in India right now, but people are not getting the mindset of the West. Chal, we'll see. Rajneesh once told, but Rajneesh story has misconcepted by the West. Sex is a real meditation way to have a divine peace. Sex is a way for real meditation to have a divine peace. Really. The West is misconcepted the very idea of the meditation, I'll tell you. You all must be knowing that famous story of the blind man and elephant. That's why I don't blame these people, the illiterate people. I don't blame that. They are miles and miles away from the real truth, the real knowledge, what we called. Beetle understand, Andy Roberts and this Julia Roberts understand, Angelina Jolie understand. Nowadays, a very few in the West are trying to grab the same knowledge. So I don't blame the common, because mullahs and these padris taught them the holy book of theirs. I hope you enjoyed this poor English episode. My friends, we'll meet in next episode. Vande Mataram.